I'm Tanya.
I'm Caitlin, and this is Gemini's Guide.
All right, so today's the story time. We used to live in a haunted house.
Yeah, it was a lot of spooky things going on there.
Okay, so I'll set the scene. We were living in Millington, Tennessee.
Country.
What's that, like 20 miles from Memphis? Does that sound right?
I want to say maybe half an hour.
Probably
20 minutes.
30 minute
Yeah,
drive
from Memphis.
Yeah.
It's
the,
country bumpkin little town.
Goats.
Woo.
Livestock.
Mudding. Four-wheelers.
Things of this sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Confederate flag or two.
More than that. A few. So we're living here, and we live in this house. And this house looks like the Amityville horror house.
Yes, but smaller.
It's no lake.
Mm-mm.
But it's creepy like that. And we live on a block with no street lights.
Yeah, it was a cove, and the only lights we had were like from if you turned on your porch light, and the other houses did not often. It was mainly us. So we'd only beacon a light on the street. Imagine that.
Oh, in this house, the way it's manufactured is weird too, because it has support beams like in the living room, and then it's beams coming down and then beams going across. Yeah. And it made me always think of that movie. We was just talking about it, and damn near forgot that movie. The Sixth Sense. I remember this time. Not The Fifth Element. Mm-mm. The Sixth Sense. And it always scared me because it made me think of that scene when he saw those people, he looked up and they were from the beams.
Yeah.
And it scared me.
No, the house, the structure was weird, firstly. Everything about it just felt like it wasn't a house that was supposed to be made. Like the rooms were weird. It was like two rooms to the side and like the master bedroom off to the side. It was really kind of janky.
Long, too.
Yeah,
it was like a very long hallway.
Yeah,
they like, have you seen those back rooms posts where it's like African American?
Yes, it did give African American back rooms real bad actually.
It did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
Limited
some
space.
Pictures.
Yes,
Ooh,
yes.
Pictures. That's scary.
No,
because that's what it was given. That is what it was given. They had entities.
Yes. We had Child, we had entities. I don't remember what like chronological order it happened in.
It was all the days.
I feel like it was all within the same week though, if I'm not mistaken. I think my occurrence probably happened first and then yours and then the others.
Maybe.
Okay.
Who's to say? Oh, also, during this time, I'm having growing pains really bad. We never knew exactly what all that was, but I'm in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
I have like pain medicine and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm drowsy.
Sleeping
in this time.
a lot through most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I was drowsy and sleeping all the time during most of that mess, because it was some of the scariest stuff I've ever experienced in my life. Would you like to go first with your story? Would you like me to
I will go first with my story because my story was very tame for that house.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that much.
Yeah.
I'm always drowsy all the time, and I'm sleep all the time. Like, I'm talking about like 14 hours of sleep a day. And I was in high school, so, you be tired. So I'm sleep all the time. And one time I hear my door handle jingling. And it's like jingling. I'm like, And I'm annoyed because I'm sleeping. It's like, who's trying to get in my room? I'm asleep.
Disrupting my peace.
Come on, what's that? So I go out and nobody's there. Now, mind you, the family's awake. People are doing stuff. I go and out and I'm like, who's jingling my door? I'm in here asleep. Who's messing with my door? Everybody's like, oh, nobody came to your door. Nobody touched your door. And I'm like, okay, y'all like to play. People want to touch my stuff and don't want to own up to it. But okay.
And me and my cousin, we were both like, what, girl? Because we were in the living room, so we weren't nowhere near her door. So when she came out, we was just like, we have been in here. She's seen us, our grandma. We was like, she's seen us. We in here. We've been in here. And then I said, wait a minute. Because if we didn't do it, who did it? In all honesty.
What was it? There was that. And then there was an instance where I was asleep, like in a half, like kind of on sleep, out sleep. Yes. You know, in those stages, however it goes. And I saw like kind of like a silhouette of a person. It was like a figure. It gave like a woman, but they were just like, I'm laying to my side. I'm laying to my side, and I saw somebody like in front of me, like laying in front of me. And it was like a dark grayish color and green, like moss green, like dark colors. And I could almost like, see like a face, but at the same time, it gave like whispery. I don't know. And then I woke up for real, because it's like, wait a minute, somebody's lying here. And it was gone. So with that, I didn't know if it was a dream or if it was something weird. And that's the big thing about us
you don't know
living
if
at this
it's
place.
paralysis or if something's
going on for real.
Yeah.
So we didn't know. And also, at the time, nobody put their stories together.
Yes, no, we were not putting the stories together. We were not solving these mysteries whatsoever. We really was trying to ignore shit because it was like, we live in here.
We gotta live
We don't
here.
got a choice. We're kids.
We just moved here.
We just moved here. We literally can't say anything to freak anybody out. You should also mention the arachnid. The spider.
Oh! Now, I don't know if I can even blame the house for that because I damn near might get sleep paralysis every once in a while. But I was awake. Maybe sleep paralysis, maybe I was asleep. But I feel it seemed very real.
Yeah.
I turned around in my bed, turned from on my side to my other side. And what do I see on the wall? A big Australian spider. Big, like them big giant spiders on the wall. I got so scared. I took them rolled off the bed. Like I hit the floor and jumped up and ran to my mom's room. I told her, I saw this spider, this giant spider like this night. She was like, well, what kind of spider is it? I said, it's a big spider. Like, what? We need to come hurry up before it goes and it's loose in the house.
Yes.
Come get it. So she come there, no spider. She thinks it's gonna be like a little spider like this big. I'm telling her, Mom, she's giant. Like, there's no way it could be that big. So it's multiple little happenings.
Yeah.
And then it took it up a notch.
My story, unfortunately, was where the ghost decided to take it up a notch. Let me set the scene for myself. POV, I'm probably like 10, maybe 9. I don't know. I'm the scariest person in my entire family. I'm scared of everything. I was scared of Chucky. I'm scared of inanimate objects moving. I'm just scared like of ghostly spiritual things as well. I don't play that.
Which is bad for our
real.
family because so many ghostly spiritual things were happening. So
many. But for me, I used to sleep in the bed with my mom. So I was coming from my mom's room. I was going to go to the kitchen, but I forgot what I came in there for. And then I was like, oh, I wanted some juice. So I turned around to go get my cup so I could put some juice in it. I go get my cup. I come back to the kitchen. All the drawers, the shelves, the cabinet doors were open. Every single one of them. Like,
that's not right.
I didn't do that.
That can't be right.
I didn't do that.
That's not something you imagine.
I didn't do it at all. So
nobody else is in the house, or me. I'm asleep.
She sleep in her room. My mom's at work.
Opening, literally,
literally.
Don't even look at me.
Literally,
so there's nobody else in the house.
Literally, she sleep. My mom's at work. I'm the only one awake and conscious in this bitch right now. And we did say we was gonna stop because I'm sorry. It was traumatic. It was traumatic.
We went through this like it probably don't even sound as bad like going back over it. But
but as a kid, that was so scary to me. So any other kid probably would have screamed or like ran or something. I immediately started closing all the doors back. I said, "Oh, that's not how this is supposed to be. Let me fix this real quick." Right. Because this is not
like that. You won't be changing my space. Let's get that back.
You don't pay rent here, and neither do I. But I live here. I'm a child, so I live here. And I closed everything back, and then I went to her room door. I knocked on her door, and sometimes it was really hard to get her awake because she was super drowsy off her pain medication, and she had her door locked, so I couldn't just go in there. So I knocked on the door, and she was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Did you come in the kitchen and open all the cabinets?"
I do remember that.
What?
Why would I do something like that? What? And like, why do y'all like to play with me?
And I said, all the kitchen cabinet drawers and doors were open when I came in there. And she was like half asleep still. She was like, I guess
at that point, I don't know. Hey, I don't know what you're getting at. But you know, you never know.
That was my theory. Them whatever that was lulling us to sleep sometimes and making us sleep through shit. Cause she surely did get the fuck up at all.
And that's something that would make you think like, oh my gosh, let me see. Yeah, I don't remember being
alarmed. She didn't investigate a thing.
Nothing. I remember
not a thing.
Going back to sleep.
Oh yeah, she immediately went back to sleep. I walked away from the door and like you have to pass the kitchen in order to get back to my mom's room. And her room door was before the kitchen. So I had to walk past and I peered over through the threshold of the opening to the kitchen. And it was still closed, but I was like, I didn't even get the juice. I just ran back to the room. I didn't even get the juice. I just ran back to the room and closed the door and locked myself in my mom's room. I was like, yeah, I'm waiting till my mom get home so she can cleanse the energy because there's some weird stuff going on right now.
And it was. And it was so many other things about that house. It was another story about that house and just the eeriness of that house.
Yes.
But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Part two. Story time.